Greetings, people of the internet. I don't have a lot that's like relevant to say. Oh, wait, no, maybe there was a tornado warning earlier that normally I, that kind of thing is like right, yeah, no, but I've been on site for like three or four major hurricanes, and while I do acknowledge that tornadoes are less survivable, if you're directly hit by one, it's less likely that you will be when they happen. So I wasn't that nervous. Although then, the sky got very dark, and it got very windy, which is not unusual. I, but like, I looked out the window to see, what, it was like, cool, I like storms. But I couldn't even tell which direction the wind was blowing because everything was just going in all sorts of different directions. And like, I was getting a lot of cold air coming in through the window, but then from another direction, there was a blast of hot air. And it was just like, what are y'all doing? Make up your mind. So then I started hearing the sirens, and I even, for possibly the first time in my life, I went online to check the weather. And I even watched, news forecasts. And fortunately, by the time I saw, like, the map of the whole trajectory thing and zeroed in on my neighborhood, which was in the middle of the deepest red zone, it seemed to be, behind us. Nevertheless, I did contact my friend in Nebraska to be like, hey, can you just like check, is is this okay? Am I about to be, abducted by the wind? Anyway, it's sort of just as well because I had already had to cancel my plans, which is like, walk to the post office, get a library card, go to a coffee shop just to have a little human interaction. But before any of that happened, the back pain. Well, I mean, I have back pain. Who doesn't in their mid 30s and beyond? Your cells start dying at a faster rate than they can be regenerated, and so you start to fall apart in increments. Anyway, I have a whole toolkit for all that, and it's normally enough. But then today, the past few days, I've been having some of the tendons in my neck have been increasingly just sore and bad and complainy. But I've been ignoring that because I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and I've found that if pain is like, hey, you need to do something about this, and I'm just like, no, I can get by like that for a while. But it got really bad today to the point that I had to get it. I had to lie down on my bed with my whole goddamn the chronic pain parade, which starts with Aleve, and then weed. Of course, that's just one thing that I go to immediately, and then I have some CBD Delta THCP special gummies. So that came next. Then ice. Then when that didn't help, the TENS unit came out, and that helped. Like, that pretty much got rid of the back pain, but it didn't do shit for my tendons. And like, I have tendinitis, so it's not that surprising. Anyway, like, so this is something, like this had become an all day journey in pursuit of not wanting to chop my head off. And finally, I brought out the big guns, or the big gun, which I don't like kratom. I don't really like it. I've taken it. Um, I tried it recreationally. I don't like it. But I have used it for, the back pain when it's just like, that's the nuclear option. I still had some, so but I had to stagger the dosage, otherwise, your tummy hurt. And my tummy always hurt. So staggered the dosage, meaning that, it came on much more slowly. Anyway, what I'm getting at is now it is after midnight, and I don't know if you can tell, but the primary effect of 3.5 grams of kratom for me tonight is not so much pain reduction as it is energy, which normally would be very welcome, but I can't do shit with this energy because I have to lie in bed, or else I will snap my tendons with scissors. So I've annoyed all of my friends thoroughly, and they've been very gracious about it. Now everybody is asleep or at work, or just not on their phone. And both, like, everybody in my family who lives here near me is out of town, and I am terribly, terribly lonely and terribly, terribly bored, and I just needed to talk, because I truly believe that at about 12 hours of not talking at all, I am at risk of explosion and or implosion and definitely death. So I have to make sure that I get my daily monologue in, or whatever. Normally it's not a monologue. Normally I have people to have conversations with, but it didn't work out today because nobody would come to my bedside because I didn't ask anybody. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to marathoning Kitchen Nightmares and Intervention. That's where we're at today on this channel, and I hope all of you people who are trapped in my phone are, live in hope. I'll figure out a way to get you out, I promise. All right. I love you, Internet. Good night.